Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Restania Risansa. We are from Group 6 and our material is classroom management. Firstly, I will explain what is classroom management. Classroom management refers to the wide of skill and technique that teacher use to keep student organized, orderly, focused, and productive during a class. In managing class, there are several things that are considered, like effective structure, setting and implementation rules, and then managing intervention, feedback, and classroom environment. That's why teachers should follow several principles. It's warmness, challenge, varied, must do positive things, and plenty of discipline. Okay, that's all from me, and it will be explained more, discussed more in the next video. Thank you.
The second is about teacher to do. Teaching English in the classroom can take place effectively and efficiently is supported by a good class condition. Effort to create the perfect condition that the class is a regular class management. Otherwise, if teaching is not supported by a learning condition, then the teaching will not run effectively and efficiently. In teaching English, teachers should manage the classroom well. For the first, there are several things that need to do. For the first is teacher plans classroom curriculum to facilitate students to use English. To make the English classroom run effectively before the lesson start, the teacher should make a good plan. After that, this plan can facilitate students to use English in learning process. The second is making wise choices about the most effectively instructional strategies. Teachers have the ideal opportunity to monitor students' academic progress as well as vary their instructional strategies to suit the needs of all students. For the first, the English teachers should make a good relationship between teacher and student. And the second is in English classroom, a teacher can choose discussion strategy classroom. In discussion strategies, the teacher should arrange the question material or the problem that should be solved. Discussion can be directed for formulate the solution of the issues discussion. Prior knowledge activation, what students know already is a great tool, is helping them learn something new. And then this strategy helps the student to feel confident in delivering their opinion about the lesson. The third is about organizing the classroom to make teaching and the learning English more effectively. The organizing the classroom is very important.
Hello everyone, I'm Dian Savitri. I would like to continue what my friends are talking. Foresee proactive classroom management strategies instead of handling disruption after they have happened. It can be more effective to set up the condition in which they are less likely to occur. There are 8 ways to occur. What are they? For the first one is greet students at the door. Start the day by giving each of her students a high five handshake. Greeting students at the door help teachers set a positive tone for the rest of the day. Second one, establish, maintain, and restore relationship. Building the relationship with the students through strategies like greeting them at the door is a good. The third, use reminders and cues for the older students. Give a plenty of warning if you need them to follow the instruction. Reminders and cues are helpful ways to encourage students to follow instruction without being overly controlling or forceful. For example, if you can anticipate A disruption such as students getting out of their seats after they have finished an assignment early give a short reminder of what they should do instead. Optimist classroom setting. When students choose their own seats, they are three times more likely to be disrupted. Optimist classroom setting. When students choose their own seats, they are three times more likely to be disruptive than when seats are assigned. After all, they are probably pick seats next to their friends and spends more time chatting. But that doesn't mean a choice to always bad, giving a students a sense of ownership in the room, paired with the clear expectations of our behavior and can have a surprisingly positive effects. The 5. Give behavior specific price. It may seem constructive, but knowledge a positive behavior in ignoring low-level disruption can be more effective than punishing or disciplining students. Instead of focusing on specific students, overprice for the behavior you want to reinforce. For example, tell the students, "Wow, you are excellent work. Wow, good job getting to your seats quickly," like that. And the 6, set clear expectations instead of just displaying rules for behavior. Have a discussion with your students about why those rules matter.
My name is Nur Aziza. In this video, I want to tell about classroom management techniques. In practice, classroom management techniques might appear deceptively simple, but successfully and seamlessly integrating them into the instruction of students typically requires a variety of sophisticated techniques and significant amount of skill and experience. While the specific techniques used to manage the classroom and facilitate learning can vary widely in terminology, purpose, and execution, the following representative example will provide a brief introduction to few basic classroom management techniques. There are first, entry routine is a technique in which teacher establish a consistent daily routine that begins as soon as students enter the classroom, preparing learning materials, making sheet assignment, passing in homework, or doing a brief physical warm-up activity will all be example of entry routines. And then there are do now technique is a brief written activity that students are given as soon as they arrive in the classroom. This technique is intended to get students settled, focused, productive, and prepared for instruction as quickly as possible. And then tight transition is a technique in which teacher establish transition routines that students learn and can execute quickly and repeatedly without much direction from a teacher. And then seat signal is a technique in which students use nonverbal signal while seated to indicate that they need something, such as a new pencil, a restroom break, or help with a problem. And then prop is the act of publicly recognizing and praising students who have done something good, such as answering a difficult question or helping a peer. And then finally, do it again is used when students do not perform a basic task correctly and the teacher asks them to do it again the correct way. That's all.
I'm Fiona Marli Agnesia. I will continue explain our material about classroom management strategies and technique. Okay, first, model idea behavior. Make a habit of demonstrating behavior you want to see, as many studies show that model effectively teaches students how to act in different situations. A straightforward way to model certain behavior is holding a mock conversation with an admin, other teacher or student helper in front of the class. And the second is let student help establish guidelines. Encourage all students to help you build classroom rules, as you generate more buy-in than just telling them what they are not allowed to do. Near the start of the year or semester, start a discussion by asking students what they believe should and should not. And the third is avoid punishing the class. Address isolate behavior issue instead of punishing an entire class, as the latter can hurt your relationship with students who are on task um, and other classroom management effort. And the fourth is encourage initiative. Promote growth mindset and inject variety into your lesson by allowing students to work ahead and deliver short presentation to share takeaway points. Almost you have some eager lesson in your classroom. You can simply ask them if they like to get ahead from time to time. And the fifth is use on nonverbal communication. Complement word with action and visual aids to improve content delivery, helping students focus and process lesson. Many different interaction strategies and technique. Include videos, infographic, and physical objects such as a counting coin. And the sixth is a given tangible reward specific student at the end of each lesson in front of the class as another motivation and behavior reinforcement technique. And the last is write group contract. Helps student group work runs smoothly and effectively by writing contract that contain guidelines having everyone sign. you about the idea group members just and how he or she attack once write the contract. Encourage students to come up with consequence of for violating expectation.